Mic check, mic check, mic check.
As a descendant of the stars, it's only right that I become one. Motherfucker.
Is that how you're starting?
Yep.
Alright, word.
Had to bring out the Bronson.
I love Bronson. He's doing something on Twitch on Friday.
Oh, word.
He's playing Jorge Masvidal in the new UFC game.
He's playing him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that came out, didn't it?
Friday.
Or it's coming out Friday?
Coming out Friday.
Hell yeah.
I was going to get it, and then Legend was like, hey, man, wouldn't get it if I were you. I'm like, why not? Because I was seriously going to get it. I was, like, this close to buying it. And he was like, let me show you something. And they just showed the glitches in the game. And this dude went for a clinch, and he ended up clinching with one of the ring posts.
What
and the game stopped, and I'm like, yeah, I can wait. I can wait for 2 months.
Yeah. Or we can just wait like a year.
I don't even think... You know what's crazy? I know you're not a huge gamer, but, like, you don't even have to wait a year anymore for a game to drop in price. Like,
really?
Okay, so this game's coming out in August. So they're probably going to have some sort of either back to school or fall sale in September. It'll be on sale then. It'll only be maybe 10 or 20%. But it will be on sale then.
Still better than $60 fucking.
Yeah, and so I think that's...
But I do want to play it.
Yeah, I want to check it out. The striking looks good. The striking looks good. There's more characters in it, which is cool. The career mode isn't quite what I'd want. It's close. It's really close. But, like, with what they're doing, you start your career... See, here's the thing. Here's the problem. I was playing EA Sports UFC on PS3 the other day. And it's crazy because you can actually go to different gyms around the world and learn techniques. And I was playing UFC Undisputed 3 on my PS3, and you can actually join a gym. And so I thought that would be a super cool touch. Of like, okay, cool, you can actually join a gym, and like, okay, so you fight for, Richi is fighting at fucking City Kickboxing with Israel Adesanya. Mm-hmm. Or maybe you go and you haven't joined a gym yet, so you're training with Winklejack down in, in New Mexico, and you bounce around. So like, because that's the kind of thing would be dope to me, because that's my biggest issue with the new UFC games is everybody throws the same punches, everybody throws the same kicks, and in the old UFC games you had to have like a certain like only karate fighters knew how to fight with a karate style. So if you want to fight with karate, you had to pick either Lyoto Machida or George St. Pierre, or just make your own character. And now it seems like everybody can do certain things. When it's like, dude, John Jones is not out here doing off the cage knees. Like, that's literally the only two people that should be able to do that in the game are Showtime and Jose Aldo.
Word.
That's it. And it's like, dude, I don't want to be able to pick fucking Henry Cejudo and do an off the cage knee. Like, dude, he's never done that in his life.
I haven't played since Brock Lesnar was on the cover. That was like 2010. 2010? Yeah.
3's the best one, still. Because
Okay.
3, you got Pride rules. Let me know if you want to play that. I got that at the house.
Word.
3's got, like, Pride rules and shit. And that was another thing. I was like... Because I was talking to Legend, and I was like, dude, the UFC owns Pride, Strikeforce, WFA, WEC. And yet the only brand that they talk about is WFA. I'm like, you know how ill it would be? Like, this is what... If I was in the UFC, if I was Dana White, I'd be like, yo, Asian MMA is blowing up. We're bringing back Pride. And it's going to be nothing but fighters from that region and guys outside of the top 25 that want to fight there.
I don't think it's going to be the same rules if they do that, though.
You can do that in Japan.
In Japan, yeah.
There's no commissions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, like, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but then the PED era is coming back.
The UFC would have to be like, listen, we love Pride except for the PEDs.
Yeah.
Or you just get John Jones versus Brock Lesnar.
We're going to have another Mark Kerr.
Dude, holy shit. The whole fucking... Everyone there. Yo, you know how crazy it is to see lightweights doing steroids? You're 155. What are you doing steroids
That's what
for?
I'm saying.
Sean Shirk.
Sean Shirk.
You fucking bum.
I like that name, though. Sean Shirk.
His nickname was the Muscle Shark, which is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
The Muscle Shark?
Yeah, like in 90s way, that's kind of
corny.
I don't know. In 1995, it might not be.
Okay, 90. Yeah.
Like
okay,
in the 90s, it might be as bad. In
that's
2000,
That's a perfect fucking nickname.
Because now you're
95.
Now you're imagining a muscle shark, right? Of like a 90s muscle shark, like just like with the big pink glasses and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a Gecko Hawaii tank top on it.
Yep. With the teeth showing.
I got to, bro. That's got to be a brand, right?
That it has to be.
That's got to be a logo somewhere. Some dude has to have a.
I'm looking.
I know,
up.
me too. I'm like, okay.
I'm looking it up.
I feel like if you just do 90 Shark logo, you'll be straight.
Muscle. I don't know how to spell muscle. Muscle Shark. Let's see what comes up.
Sean Shirk, probably.
Sean Shirk, yeah. This is exactly what I imagined.
I just realized I just described Street Sharks like to a T.
Yeah.
God, we had some dumbass shows in the 90s, man.
Alright, this is creeping me out.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool in like an anime type way. Like if I saw an anime, it'd be
yeah, but that just creeps me out.
I bet my Firefox or my Google is like, what is this nigga on? Like, what is he doing? But no, I really think that like same with Strike Force, because I didn't know this until recently. Strike Force had different rules. You couldn't knee or elbow on the ground, so you either were doing jiu-jitsu or punching somebody, which I kind of like, to be honest. Like, I don't hate that as much as I thought it would, because I rewatched some old Strike Force fights, and I was like, oh, that's why they're getting so many submissions.
Mm-hmm.
Because, number one, you had Diaz, Shields, like, you had everyone who did submissions. But you were either standing up and just throwing hands, because Strike Force was a kickboxing company, and once you got on the ground, you couldn't throw elbows. You couldn't just lay in your opponent and throw elbows. So, it's almost surprising that Ben Askren was successful.
Dude, I don't know how Ben Askren went undefeated for so long.
Me neither. I feel like somebody should kick his ass.
I don't understand it. Like, I get he's a great wrestler and everything,
but that's never been enough to just be really good at one thing.
No. Especially in the MMA.
Yeah. I feel like
he got fucking wrecked in the UFC, though.
Like, quickly.
Yeah. Like, to the point where he had to retire.
Damn, imagine showing up to the UFC and they make a trade for you. The UFC's got to be pissed, right?
Oh, yeah. They lost out, dude, because, look, Demetrius Johnson's still fucking going in. For the most part.
See, this is the fight I would have liked to see, is Jake Shields and Ben Askren. But in, like, 2012, 2013, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to see that. I don't know.
Do you think that the Masvidal fight was the first time he's ever been knocked out?
No.
No?
Dude trains with Tyron Woodley.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Who's Tyron Woodley supposed to fight now?
They say it's Colby.
Apparently. Yeah. It's reported, but it's not official.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Colby.
Well, yeah, for the fight Saturday, I don't think I can make it because I got to work a double.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I kind of figured because usually you'd be on it. Well, you can even show up the next day, to be honest.
What?
You can just show up the next day because I'm going to buy it.
Oh, okay.
So just show up on Sunday if you want.
I got to work on Sunday, too.
Damn.
Yep.
Yo, you got 2 days off and they're like, never again.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I got a day off tomorrow, thank God.
Oh, word.
Yep. Thank goodness.
I've been doing mad yoga and shit, dude. And so now I'm like, I don't know if I'm out of alignment or what. Damn. Is she bad?
Who? Megan?
Megan?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure, but I mean, is that misogynistic? Probably a little bit.
It could be.
Probably a little bit. That's never the goal, though.
Mm-mm. Megan's cute.
Isn't she like 5'10" or 5'11"?
Yeah,
or something
she's
crazy?
tall,
That's awesome.
bro. Yeah.
I really.
And she made it to Ink Mag.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked like her tattoos look good.
Yeah, her tattoos are dope.
Yeah, that's good.
For anybody who doesn't know, Megan Anderson is a MMA fighter.
Where's she from? It's either England or
she's from Australia. I think.
Yeah, I was one of two. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I really, really can't wait to see, and this is like in the nicest term possible because we use this in basketball. We use this in other sports all the time, not really for women's sports though. I can't wait to see when we get like freaks in the octagon. Like when Giannis is a heavyweight.
Like another Stephen Struve.
No, not having a Stephen Struve. I mean like, dog, like what if LeBron said fuck it? Like
LeBron and UFC would be nuts.
That's what I'm saying. Like Megan,
you know, Anderson, Dana White would fucking sign that in a heartbeat.
Hell yeah. He signed Greg Hardy. He'll sign LeBron.
He signed CM Punk.
Listen, I love CM Punk, but
Yeah, that was no.
I don't understand why he didn't put him on the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, that would have been smarter.
Like, he did it with Kimbo.
That's true. R.I.P. Kimbo.
R.I.P. Kimbo. I'd actually like to see that with a lot of guys, though. I've talked about the pipeline that I would do with the UFC a bunch of times before. That was like, why do we have looking for a fight, Dana White's contenders, the UFC? Like, why do we have all of those?
Yeah.
And actually, the UFC had a really cool idea about a development league, which I was totally behind. I was like, dude, do that shit. And that's why I was saying they should bring back Strikeforce, WEC, and Pride.
Yeah.
Because WEC, if you remember, was always the lighter weight classes. It was like 125 up to 155.
Yeah.
Like, the lightweights were the biggest guys there, which was super dope.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you could do that even today. Like, I feel like if you said, all right, listen, everyone from 125 to 155, if you're outside of the top 25, you're going to go fight in WEC. It's like, all right, everyone from Asia and Europe and South Africa, Asia, Europe, and Africa, you guys are going to fight in Pride. All right, everyone from the United States and Brazil, you're going to fight in Strikeforce if you're outside the top 25. And every time you do an Ultimate Fighter, you could actually have at the Ultimate Fighter season finale, just have like whoever wins that fight the number 25 guy for his UFC spot. Or like have the champion of Pride, like, all right, cool, so you're the Pride champion, you fight in the UFC, like you're fighting on the next pay-per-view for whatever. Like every year or something like that, you could do that. Because UFC, for International Fight Week, you could do that. You could say, all right, listen, we're going to, so-and-so from Pride is going to fight against so-and-so from, here, and they're going to fight for the number 25 spot. And like I just think because they talked about doing it and they talked about shrinking the UFC down to only the top 25 in the world per division, which is a super cool idea to me. Because like you could put a ranking on for everything now. If you only have 25 guys, it's like you don't watch so and so dude from Brazil versus so and so guy from Australia. It's like, no, there's number 17, there's number 12. Like, these fights mean something now. You can see that. And the guys that are trying to get to the UFC can fight in these other legendary organizations with different rule sets. That way you're not watching the same guys fight over and over again. How many fights have we... There's been guys who fought like 3 times in the quarantine. It's like, dude, I'm like, yo, I remember watching this dude. Like, yo, I just watched this dude like 2 months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like if you were just like, all right, listen, the UFC, we're holding back for a little bit, and everyone's going to fight in a bubble in Sacramento. Because that's where WEC was in San Jose, I think. WEC and Strikeforce are both in San Jose. But like, you could be bro, they're running full baseball and pro wrestling events in Japan right now. Like, with fans. Imagine Pride, but with like, I don't know, I can't even name you an Asian fighter outside the top 25 right now. But imagine like what you could do with Pride, what the UFC could do with Pride right now if they just want to hang out in Japan for a while. Plus, you'd have a good rivalry between Rise and One and Pride, which would be badass.
Good point.
You get a lot, because I didn't know this, but One is based in Singapore. They're not Chinese, or they're not Japanese. And so I was like, oh shit, I was wondering why we saw so many guys from Singapore and Thailand.
Where is Singapore?
Southeast Asia, south of Japan.
It's
South
its own country, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How sick is that, though? That like they have their own complete, like... You wouldn't think Singapore.
No, exactly.
You'd think that, a fight league would be in either... Probably Japan, actually, if you're talking Asia. It's like if the UFC was based in Canada. You'd be like, wait, what? For real? Well, yeah, we go in Toronto all the time. But, I don't know, just been thinking about that. How you been? How you been recently?
I'm alright, bro.
We haven't talked, like, we've talked about, like, bullshit on Twitter or on Instagram, and that's about it for the past.
Yeah, we just send each other shit.
Yeah, we haven't talked about shit in a while.
Nah. I'm doing pretty okay. Not gonna lie.
That's good.
Doing better than I was like a week or two ago.
That's really good.
Yeah. I don't know, it was a weird period. I just have these periods where I get depressed and...
Yeah, it's called depression.
Yeah, like, exactly.
You're manic depressive, like...
Yeah, bro.
Can you feel it when it comes on? Can you feel that you're like, oh, okay?
Yeah, exactly. I can feel the cycles. I'm definitely not going through mania or anything, but I'm like really leveled at the moment.
Good. That's good.
Thank God. Mania is scary too. You start doing stupid shit.
I think it's weird because I always, the first time I heard about manic depression was from Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. And I like that song.
It's a great song. And I think it's weird because, like, being manic sounds awesome.
It does.
But
if you're manic to the point where you can't control it, it's very scary. Because it's just really hard to explain. Because I haven't felt it in a while because I'm on medication, thank goodness. But I do feel the depressive states, and I don't know why, so I got to talk to my psychiatrist about that.
Is it maybe keeping you down instead of balancing you?
That's what I've been thinking lately, dude. Like, I probably have to switch up my meds or something.
Well, because you were manic, like, a lot before. Like, there was a period when, like, it seemed like instead of going from depressive to balanced, you were, like, manic to balanced.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you need just that to be, like, balanced out.
I don't even remember how I used to be when I was younger.
No, not like when you were, like, younger.
No, not like young. I'm talking about, like, a year or 2 years ago before I got on medication. I remember the depression, but I don't remember the manic or the hypomania.
Well,
because I'm bipolar 2. So I get hypomania instead of regular mania.
Hypomania. So that means
there's bipolar 1 and 2. Okay. Bipolar 1 is just, from what I've learned, it's more like mania. You go through the depression, obviously, but you have uncontrollable mania. Hypomania is like a different version of it. It's still kind of the same, but I can tell when I'm going through mania because I get really irritated.
So when you look at people in media who have bipolar, can you tell what they have?
Nah.
Can you tell?
Well, I can tell what Kanye has. He's definitely bipolar 1. I'm not a doctor, so don't quote me, but I definitely could tell he's bipolar.
Because you see him more manic than depressive. I feel like his almost mixes though, because he'll say like, but maybe that's different. Maybe it's because
he doesn't show when he's depressed.
No, I feel like we see it, but in a different way. I feel like we see it, but he's like screaming about it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and that's what I mean is that like maybe he's depressed and he's experiencing mania. If that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know about bipolar. I know about depression.
There's people that have cycles that go up and down daily.
But with him, I feel like when he's depressed, we hear about it. And we hear about him, like we've heard him say, like, oh, yeah, I'm depressed right now. Like, super loudly. And
yeah.
And so I feel like, I wonder if that's his way of, like, feeling... What did I just read somewhere? It was, I'll send this to you.
Is it about Kanye?
No, which, how much time are we in? Probably about 23 minutes, I'm going to guess.
17.
Whatever.
We talked about Kanye.
Yeah, we didn't talk about him for 2 episodes, though.
That's true.
Okay, so I'm going to send this to you really quickly. It's kind of a read, but it's just something I've been reading.
Did you watch Dave at all?
No, I didn't. You know what I've been watching, dude? I've been watching Castlevania.
Yeah.
And The Last Dance. That's all I've been watching. And Barry. Barry's really good. Castlevania's my shit, dude. Holy shit, bro. I did not know how much I was going to love Castlevania. Because I'd watched like the first season like 2 years ago with one of my brother's friends. And she was really into it. And I never really went back because I don't really like fantasy like that. Like, some of it's cool, but I'm not a huge fan. I'm more of a sci-fi guy. So I just rewatched all of it, like, over the past, like, probably a week or so. Or no, was it a week? No, it's like 2 days. Because I had it on while I was at work. Holy shit, that show's good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I had to give up on one show I was watching because I realized it was trash. Fucking 2 seasons in, I'm like, this show sucks. Like, I've never been interested in the show.
Yeah.
But no, like, Castlevania, dude, that's my shit. And, like, it's really interesting, and we are not ready for that conversation about... Did you finish it? Did you finish the series?
What?
Castlevania?
I've never watched it.
Okay, so dude, it's about vampires.
No, I know what it is. It's not my cup of tea.
That's what you think. Because I realized the show's not about vampires, it's about loneliness.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that right now.
Dog. Holy shit, because like...
Sounds like BoJack, but with vampires.
No, well, it's way more action. It's gory as all shit, too. Like,
really?
They're ripping out throats.
Oh, that's dope.
They're like... Because like, I was watching something, I was like, shit. Like,
that's pretty dope.
But like, there's a lot of shit in there. Like, it's vampire shit.
I like gore.
It's like... Dog, they're not pulling any punches.
All right, good.
But it's crazy because the first season is about like, okay, cool, this is the story that we're telling. It's not like the video games, so just shut the fuck up and watch it.
Yeah.
The second season is like, okay, this is what happens. This is about like, it's pretty much, the first season is pretty much about like okay, just groundwork. It's like 4 episodes. The second season is, I think it's 6 episodes, and it's like, this is how these 3 people came together, how they're overcoming their family history to build a new family history. Meanwhile, Dracula is struggling with maintaining his sanity. And then the third season is about like, okay, when there's a power vacuum, what do you do in this situation? And how do people grow with each other? And it's crazy because the thing that really bugged me out the most, and spoilers for a show that came out a while ago, but I mean, if you haven't seen it, I get it. The last 3 episodes of the third season, last 4 episodes, I say, of the third season, really get into like sex and love. And it's insane because in 2 examples, one example, sex is used to control someone. One example, sex is used to sedate someone. And one example, sex is used to it's like the characters are in love. And so I'm like, holy shit, like, and it hit me because every character in every episode has something that like that affected them personally, like, oh, I lost my wife, oh, I lost my kid, oh, I lost my dad, and they're searching for something. And I was like, holy shit, this show's about loneliness. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, I fucking get it. Because, and I was like, and don't get me wrong, you will see a lot of vampires being like, killing people, and you will see a lot of things killing people. There's a lot of death in it. Like, if you really like to see shit's necks broken,
sounds like a good watch.
That's your show. You see a couple hearts get ripped out. It's good stuff.
Still.
Dracula's son has this sword that he controls with his mind. So, like, did you see Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
You gotta watch that shit too. But this dude has an arrow that comes out of his head and he whistles. In Guardians of the Galaxy, it's the same thing. So you'll see Dracula's son and he'll like just sit there, and then you'll see this like big ass like 6-foot sword just go like flying by. I'm like, what?
Holy shit.
The main character has a whip that he uses that's consecrated by magic. So he like, and it's about religion too, because it's about the Catholic Church and how they like ban certain like practices, and it's about like philosophy and religion too. And so when I first, because I played Castlevania, and I was like, okay, cool, it's going to be some vampire shit, alright, whatever. And then when I watched, I was like, this shit is about religion and emotional health. Like, what the hell? It's really good. It's really good.
Well, I really think you should watch Dave.
I'll check it out again.
No, I'm serious. Like, if you want to understand what a full manic episode looks like, you should watch that episode about Gaeta.
Which one is it? Well, there's only 1 season, right?
There's 1 season.
I'll look it up then.
I forgot what episode it is, but yeah. It'll show you what a manic episode looks like an uncontrollable one, like a really crazy.
Well, here's the thing that really fucked me up this week is that, like, my weekend was fine. Like, it was my mom's birthday, so like,
it was happy birthday to her. I didn't even know.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll let her know. But it was my mom's birthday, and it wasn't exactly like the most relaxing. Because it's a birthday. Birthdays are never relaxing.
No.
It wasn't like it was like absolute shit and I wish I didn't. No, it was just like birthdays are always a little bit difficult. Mm-hmm. Even if they're yours. Like, and especially since my mom's birthday fell on a Friday and she had stuff that she was doing all week and like all weekend and stuff. Like, she took 5 days off. Or she took 3 days off, but they were over the weekend. So like she had 5 days off. Like, she was off from Friday until now. Like, today is her last day off. And so, like, it was just stressful. But it wasn't bad. It was just stressful. Just, you know. You've had birthdays before. And so, the thing that really fucked me up, though, was, like, yesterday I went to sleep. So, no. Sunday night I went to sleep, woke up, and I had nightmares all night, woke up at 4, went to sleep, like normal. Woke up at, like, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Nightmares until I woke up at 5:45. Woke up at 5:45. Immediately had a panic attack. Like, bro, woke up, panic attack. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. And I don't know. Here's the weird thing about my nightmares is that, like, my nightmares aren't like full horror. My nightmares are like Twin Peaks, where things look really normal, but there's something just a little bit off. So, like, I thought I was awake, And then so when I woke up, I started having panic attacks like right then. I was like, what the fuck? So, I mean, that just kind of fucked my whole day. And so I kind of talked to some people a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I didn't even have my phone by me. I just didn't talk to people. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to be around anyone. And like, it sucks because when you want to help people and you want to be around people, like, it sucks. But I've been isolating myself more and more, and like keeping myself away from people. Like, I don't really talk to people like that anymore. And so now I'm like, well, shit. Now I've got to figure out, like, okay, what do I do? How do I move forward from this? And so it's just kind of been like really, really like I don't know. I just feel like I'm in the middle of the ocean, just kind of like rocking back and forth. Like I feel stuck, and I like because I was talking to my mom the other day about like how I miss California, and I was like, yeah, you know, cool thing about California was that like, you know, there's a lot of stuff there, like because we were talking about eating, and I was like, she's like, oh, well, what do you want? I'm like, I don't want the same shit. Like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, I got food places that I like here, but I miss walking around in LA and in Hawaii and just seeing like a local food place you've never been to before. Because I was talking about Fuck That's Delicious, and I was like, there's a reason they don't come to Phoenix. And I was pissed because like I was telling her, I was like, there's no culture here, and she's like, no, there's a culture. I'm like, Mom. And because she was like, it's a smaller city. It's
gentrified.
She's like, well, it's a smaller city. I'm like, Mom, Phoenix is like the 5th largest city in the U.S. It's New York, L.A., Chicago, Houston, Atlanta, and then Phoenix. And how come when you see, like, you hear NBA players talking about their favorite cities to live in the West, it's like, oh man, I love Portland. Oh man, I love L.A. I mean, L.A. of course. Oh man, I love Portland. Oh man, I love LA. Oh man, Vancouver's great. Oh man, Seattle's great. Like, you hear about all these other cities, about, you know, and then you come to Phoenix and it's like, dog, you have more people than than most of those cities combined. What are we doing?
I mean, the NBA players like Old Town.
But it's just weird to me because like and then my mom says something kind of like that, and I'm like, Mom, no, it's not about the players. It's just that like. How come you never see people talking about, oh man, what's it here in Phoenix? Like, oh, like where's the spot that people go to, like that one legendary restaurant? Like, Filiberto's is great, don't get me wrong, I fucking love Filiberto's.
Ike's.
Like, come on, man, like, there's nowhere, like...
We don't got shit, bro.
Like, yo, when I was in LA, and listen, I get that it's LA, I understand that, but a lot of this shit that I'm talking about is new. And because my mom was like, oh, well, you know, you got to give it time. I'm like, dude, this place in LA had been around for the same amount of time. Mm-hmm. Just like 1880s. San Francisco's a little bit older, but like, and I was telling her, I was like, how, like, why is it that like, okay, I woke up in LA, went down immediately. See, this is why I love LA too. Woke up, immediately started smoking weed. Woke up, took a shower, brushed my teeth, and I was like, all right, let's go. Just walking down in Hollywood, just walking around. Not like I was hungry-ish, but like just chilling. Took a walk past the Scientology building, which gives you free tours. Thought about it. Yeah. Realized I need one more. I need you. I need my friend Nikita, and I need one more person who's into weird shit. Maybe Brody. Deezy. Deezy definitely needs to go with us to the fucking Scientology headquarters, because holy shit, I just want to go. I was like, what the fuck, hell yeah. So I was like, yo, and especially since Nikita was like thinking about coming out, and I was like, yo, if you're coming out, we gotta go to the Scientology Center. She's like, 1,000%. Like, all right, cool, fuck yeah. Because I don't think any black people are in Scientology, so we can just do shit. Like, we can just fuck around. But after I like just was walking around, because I was gonna go somewhere. Just found a breakfast spot. I was like, that place looks good. Went in there, bro. They served.
That's how it was in Hawaii for me.
Yeah, they served lox and bagels on their fucking hash browns. Nice. Dog, I was like, fuck, come on, give me another plate. Like,
run it.
Yeah, man, just like
dude, I had like an eggs Benedict in Hawaii that had like lox on it.
Fam,
I was like, yo, this is so good.
But it's crazy because, like, first of all, where are you walking around in Phoenix?
Downtown.
Maybe.
I've done it.
Not the same way as you are in like Waikiki or Hollywood.
Oh no, definitely not.
Which like
I mean, if you really, Old Town Scottsdale is a spot people walk around in, I guess, but it's not like a fucking monument.
Mill Avenue, kind of.
Mill Ave, yeah, like Tempe-ish. Maybe downtown Glendale, but that's like super small, low key.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm not saying that we have to be New York. I'm not saying we have to be LA, but it's just like, it feels to me like people stay in their house until they go somewhere, and then that's it. Like how many concerts have you been to where people just didn't hang around afterwards? Like when I was in Virginia Beach, I remember going to concerts and just like chilling afterwards.
Yeah.
Just like, yo, concert's over, now what? Like,
bro, that's what we did after every concert here. Just be chilling with the artists.
Yeah. Like, I met so many fucking dope artists, and like, you'd meet like...
Bro, I met Boston Earth Gang. Like, come on, bro.
One of my best friends that I had, like, one of my best friends that, you know, I'm trying to get him out here, actually. I'm trying to get him to come to Arizona. But we met at a fucking... Vince Staples. We met at a Vince Staples concert, and we've just been talking shit and like hanging out, like, and because we went out to a restaurant, like we were just chilling. The next concert I saw, man, like we were just like, hey man, after this, you want to go hit up this place like right here, like it was cool. Like you got to go searching a little bit for it because it's more local in Virginia Beach, but it's like whenever we go out to a concert, because we went out. No, that's when we went out to First Fridays. First Fridays is really changing that though.
Yeah.
But the thing about, like in California and in New York and in Chicago and in Houston, bro, First Fridays is happening every day somewhere. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, go ahead and just look up what downtown LA is doing. And that's why I don't really want to hear it. People are like, well, it's not Chicago. Yeah, why not? Chicago's a city built on a swamp at the fucking, on the shores of Lake Michigan. Like, what's the difference between a city built on a swamp and a city in the middle of the desert?
Yeah.
Like, Chicago's like that because Chicago had a culture that it wanted to... Like, and I feel like Phoenix doesn't... I feel like Phoenix doesn't know what it wants. But, like, I feel like Phoenix really thinks that it wants to be quiet, and I feel like Phoenix really wants, like... I feel like Phoenix just doesn't want to be LA. Which isn't an identity.
I don't think we'll ever be like LA.
I don't think the people who, like...
There's a completely different vibe out here.
It is, and, like... I don't know what it is though. Like we go out a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of potential. That's the thing that bugs me the most. Is that there's so much potential for this to be like
there's so much potential downtown.
So much, dude. So much potential. Like but nobody goes anywhere. That's the wildest part to me, bro. Like when I was in LA, like you saw people.
I like walking around and
how many other people are out there besides
downtown? You? A few. I mean, you see people walking around and shit, but I don't know what they're doing.
Think about New York.
Oh no, it's not like New York. It's nothing close to New York.
Not even Manhattan.
It's not even a grain of rice of what New York is.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, like when I was going, like I would ride the train from Hollywood to downtown. Shit's packed.
Yeah.
And this was like early spring. Weather's not even nice enough to go to the beach. And it's fucking packed. Like, and like, there's people walking around and people talking to each other and people hanging out and like, yo, this skate park's filled right now and like, there's people out doing shit. And part of that is the weather's fucking awful here.
Word.
But like, it's crazy that like you don't see more people just like chilling and like in the fall and the winter time, bro. Like, why do I gotta go to a Suns game in order to like hang out with somebody? Like you got it, and my issue with Phoenix is that it spread itself so far out, and then it built like suburbans basically into the city. Like when you go to like I've been to places that are spread really far out, like Houston, Dallas. Those places are spread really far, but like San Antonio again, but like everything's in one place, where it's like okay, cool, and like Phoenix almost did that with like the way that they built the. Basketball arena and the baseball stadium.
Yeah.
They almost did that. And I was like, hell yeah, that's cool. And then they just built a bunch of like fucking buildings around it. Like they didn't like you know how long of a walk it is from Lolo's to the arena? It's like 5 blocks. And, like, that's fine, but are you going to do that when it's 120 degrees outside?
Fuck no.
Right. Like, spring...
But in the wintertime, I'm down to do whatever.
Yeah, hell yeah, in the wintertime. But, like, spring training is, like, the only time that we're in Phoenix where I'm like, yo, this is actually dope.
Yeah. There's so many people here for fucking spring training.
And, like, the people are exploring and going places and, like, doing shit.
I just hate the traffic that it brings.
Do you wish you lived closer to the city?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't like where I'm at right now. At all.
Like, it's not bad, but I just wish I was closer to the city.
Mm-hmm. John Elias just hit me up.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro. We've stayed in contact.
Shout out to him for still being alive.
What the fuck does that mean?
No, there were two people that I was legit worried about. It was John Elias and mostly because he was wilding out a little bit in high school, but like I feel like everybody was.
I was wilding out.
But like John Elias is one person, and then there was another dude. He's from Miami. Everybody called him Lil Wayne because he kind of looked like Lil Wayne. He had dreads.
Oh, you're talking about Gutta?
Yeah, that was his name. I remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember Gutta, but
Brian.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
B Gutta. I remember him. He made a freestyle video.
Hell yeah.
With me. Well, I wasn't freestyling. I was the one behind the camera and shit, but we were close at one point.
He was cool, but like he was only there for like 6 months.
Yeah.
But like he was the other person. I'm like, he's either gonna turn out like really, really fucking good, or things are gonna get a little spooky.
Scary hours.
Is he good? When was the last time you talked to him?
Dude, I haven't seen him since high school.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he probably went back to Miami.
Probably.
Hell, I would.
Yeah, I would too. Fuck this place, man.
Miami, that's another place, man. The Miami doesn't even have that many people.
I've never been, so I can't really
Valor
say
was
anything.
telling me about it, and he was like, dude, it's not as big as you think.
Okay.
I got a homeboy from New Orleans, and he's like, New Orleans only has like 400,000 people. He's like, New Orleans is not that big.
I want to go to New Orleans strictly for the blues and food.
Dog, let me know.
I'm down.
You know what I've been trying to do more often? I want to travel for my birthday more.
Yeah.
So like next year I want to go to Hawaii. But what was crazy too?
We got to get our shit straight with COVID first.
Facts. You know what was the wildest part though? 2 years ago I was in Europe for 4th of July.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be in America for 4th of July again. Like when you go to Europe and like,
do we even celebrate 4th of July?
No, like here's what I would like to do is take a trip from June 20th, so they celebrate Juneteenth, and then fly out that night, and then go somewhere overseas until July 5th.
Word.
So that's a solid 2 weeks overseas.
I just need to go to Albania, bro, to finish my fucking arm. I cannot get it out of my head. I gotta
fucking wait, and I'm so mad because I gotta wait to finish this arm. Because I was going to get... I got the pieces. I just wanted 2 more tattoos. But I was like, fuck. I should probably start saving money.
I feel that. I understand that.
Well, plus I have a coaching job coming up for the middle school. So it's like 3 hours a night for... It's like 3 hours a night for 6 weeks. So that's 18. For like $15 an hour. 18 times 15. 270 divided by 7. No. 270 times 0.7.
It's 189.
Yeah, that'll help. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, a little something. But I think I'm going to buy it. Like, it's kind of funny because I have, like, bullshit that I'm saving for. Like, after I finish Cyberpunk, saving up for them, I'm going to save it for a new Xbox. Oh, hey, that's probably it right there, actually.
Word.
It's probably a new Xbox One right there. But dog, I was at GameStop like not too long ago, and he was like, "Oh man, if you have the Xbox with the 1 terabyte hard drive, dude, you can you get $150 back." I was like, "All right, cool." And he goes, "And the rumor is that the new Xbox is gonna be $400."
Terabytes?
No, $400.
Oh.
400 terabyte Xbox, holy shit.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's a space shuttle.
Yeah, that's
a goddamn time machine.
That's nuts.
But like, yo, the new Xbox is $400, and I trade in my Xbox for $150. $250 for a new Xbox is not bad.
Yeah. No, it's not bad at all.
Like, I'm down.
Word. I might get the new PlayStation. I've always been a PlayStation guy.
I was, and then my brothers bought me a PlayStation Xbox for my birthday. We had it at 360 for like a year, and then I bought a PS3 when I was in the army, and then my brothers got me an Xbox One, and I was like, "This is dope." And I was talking to him. I was like, "The only reason I'm staying on the Xbox is because I'm not one of those guys where it's like, well, you know." And actually, there's a lot of games I want to play on PS5 or on PS4 or whatever. And the thing is, I was telling my brother, like, all my shit's on Xbox now. Like, when I got serious about, like, more serious about, like, Tekken and, like more games like that, like, when I got more serious about it, about, like, okay, cool, I actually want to get good at this, this, and this, all my progress is saved on Xbox. And so, for me, it's like, might as well keep it, like, who cares?
Word. I just like God of War a lot.
Fair. Have you seen the new PS4 game that just came out, Ghost of Tsushima?
No.
Holy shit. It's a samurai game.
Oh, shit.
It looks a lot like God of War, so that's something, like, I keep trying to tell Legend to buy it so I can play it. And I'm like, yo.
I gotta play The Last of Us, too.
I got through, like, a quarter of the first, and I was like,
I beat the whole game. It's pretty good.
I finished the first mission, I was like,
It's a survival game. It's not like all you're doing is killing zombies and shit.
No, that's not what bothered me. Like, when his daughter died, I was like, oh, this is like, okay. All right, well.
Yeah.
Back to 2K we go.
Yeah, like, exactly. I don't even remember the storyline. That's how long ago. Like, it's when I first got my PlayStation, because it came with the game on it. I don't even remember.
Well, here's the wildest part about, like, Xbox, because I have that same thing, but with Tomb Raider.
Oh, nice.
But, dog, like, I have, like, 250 games. And my brother's like, how do you buy all these? I'm like, I don't. Number one, I'm on Game Pass, which Game Pass gives you a new game every month that you can download. It's like Netflix. So, like, you can just, like, play games on it from there. It's like $5 extra a month from live. And I was like, number two, I get games with gold. I get 4 new games every month. Some of them, I don't really give a shit about. Some of them, I really give a shit about. So it's like, I rarely buy new games. And so for me, like, that's why, like, Cyberpunk's a big deal. I haven't bought a game new in, like, probably about 3 years.
I might buy the new UFC game now that we're talking about it. That we talked about it earlier.
You should check it out first. Just, like, see what you're dealing with. Make sure you're not, like... Because you don't want to buy a game and, like, day one you can't play it.
Yeah.
They actually got something crazy. It's called EA Access, and it's $5 a month, and you can test out any EA game. Like, you can play any EA game. It's like Netflix, but for, like, EA. So, like, UFC, FIFA, Madden, which, if you play Madden still, probably not. But, like, there's a bunch of EA games that, like, you can play.
Dude, I haven't played Madden since like,
06.
13. Like, Madden 13 was, like, the last time I played.
I have Madden... Yeah.
I used to be a big Madden guy, dude. I used to love Madden.
I still have Madden 25, and the only reason I bought it is because I have NCAA 14, and, like, my stuff carries over from the college game to the pro game, which is cool. Other than that, I would not. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't have bought Madden.
Yeah. That's true. That's good.
It's cool because, like, I have this, like, dynasty in what's it called? In NCAA that, like, my players will get drafted. And, like, since I'm playing as the Bears in franchise mode, like, I'll recognize certain players and I'll be like, no, that dude can throw. No, that dude can hit. Like,
yeah.
So it's cool because, like, I'm actually caught up to 2020. So, like, right now, like, the season's going on, which is dope.
Nice.
Which, if you think about it, bro, like, being caught up to a game, like, I've been playing NCAA for 6 years. Like, holy shit. But, damn, we're only at 44 minutes. Did you listen to that new group I showed you? I just sent you... Maybe I didn't send it to you.
Was it the one on Bleacher Report?
Holy shit. Dame Lillard just scored 61.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dame fucking Lillard scored 61.
Excuse me.
Well, that's a lot of dead air.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck.
Let's see. I just want to see shooting stats. That's it.
So how about them Cardinals?
You think they're... I heard that they're actually canceling it this year.
What, the season?
Yeah.
Probably. So how does this... No, wait. I already know. Never mind.
What?
Okay. No, I was going to ask how the bubble works, but I know how it works.
They're just all in Orlando.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we didn't talk about this last week. Fucking The Rock bought the XFL.
Yeah. I saw that. For only $15 million.
I feel like we could have gotten people to invest in the UFC here in the XFL for $15 million. I feel like we're like, hey.
Lorenzo Fertitta, let's go.
I just want to see his shooting stats. That's it. Okay, that's fine. Holy shit, that's... Dame Lillard scored 61 with 17 for 32 from the field and 18 out of 18 free throws.
Holy shit. He went to the fucking free throw line that many times? He got 18 points off the fucking free throw line.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
No, it's wild. If you take that away, he still scored 43.
That's what I'm saying.
You ever look at stat lines like that where you're like...
Oh, excuse me.
You ever look at stat lines like that where you're like, man, this dude scored 100 points and scores... Oh, it's still like 200 and 150. Oh, all right. Like, there's certain Kobe games where you're like, damn, Kobe really scored more than the entire other team's starting lineup. Like, that Kobe 81-point game, I think the Raptors only score like 87. I think.
That's nuts.
All right, what's the final score of that game? Oh, it said when did Kobe score 81 points? I thought it said why did Kobe score 81 points? Well, probably because someone's talking shit.
Probably, man. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt someone talking shit to Kobe and then he just dropping 81 on him.
Rewatching that the Last Dance, my mom's like, Michael Jordan seems like an asshole. And we're like,
seems?
Yeah, no, he is. Like, no, he's definitely an asshole. Like, we just love him because he used to fucking murder cats for the Bulls.
That's what I'm saying.
So Kobe scored 81 and the Raptors scored 104. It was 122 to 104, which is trash because that means that the other 11 players on the Lakers only scored 41 points together.
That's nuts. That whole game was just like, all right, give the ball to Kobe.
I feel like with Dame, it's one thing because Dame's a point guard. And so Dame's going to be coming up with the ball. I would like to see how many assists he had. Because I think, who was it, Harden? That had like a 50-point, 12-assist game or something stupid like that. Like,
that's nuts to still have 12 assists with 50 points.
Yo, if you are averaging 30 points and 10 assists a night, I don't need you to play defense.
No. Not at all. Not at all. Especially with this bubble, man. There's no fans, so it's like a pickup game to them. It's like Suns 7-0. That's nuts. But that's how it always starts.
Suns need to stop fucking around and re-sign that man to like a 15-year deal.
That's what I'm saying, dude. But this always fucking happens with the Suns. They always start good. It's their curse. It's their fucking curse.
Well, how much more do they have? They don't have much longer of a... They don't have much longer in the season before the actual playoffs start.
No, I don't know how many games is it?
I don't know. It can't be that much longer though. August 17th is when the first round starts.
Okay.
Holy shit, it's like August 10th, isn't it? It's August 11th.
It's August 11th already? Holy shit.
So that means that the playoffs are the season's probably ending really, really soon. So the season's probably over at the end of the week, huh?
Most likely.
Okay. All right, let me look. They play 8 seeding games, so they got one more game left.
Excuse me again. Jeez. 8 games left?
Yeah. No. They played 8 seeding games. So after these 8 games, then it's going to be the. Wait, hold on. What? This is interesting. If the team with the 8th best record in this conference is more than 4 games ahead of the team with the 9th best record in the same conference, no play-in tournament will be necessary. The final berth will simply go to the team with the 8th best record. But if the team with the 8th best record in its conference is 4 games ahead or fewer, then we'll have a battle for the final spot between those 2 teams.
It's interesting.
Draft lottery is August 25th.
Shit.
People are going to be hot when the Warriors get the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Trying to build that dynasty again.
Dog. You know what somebody actually... I forgot who I was talking to. Some kid. And he was like, dog, would you... If you're the Bucks, would you trade Giannis for Clay in a first round in the number 1 pick?
No.
He's a free agent this year anyway.
Who, Giannis?
Yeah.
Shit. Who do you think he's going to go to?
Bucks.
He's still going to stay
I
there?
don't see him leaving. I don't think which I think is kind of a dumb move, to be honest. I think that he probably stays one more contract, which I think is too much, to be honest. I really do. I think that Giannis needs to... It depends. If Giannis needs to win a championship to stay in Milwaukee. I really think that. Because if I'm Giannis, bro... Is he married?
I don't know.
If I'm Giannis, and if I'm not winning championships in Milwaukee, when do I decide to get the fuck out of Milwaukee? When am I like, yo, I can lose in Miami? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can lose in Chicago.
That's actually been one. What if Giannis goes to the Lakers?
That's the rumor I've been hearing. That's the rumor I've been hearing. But I have no idea how they can possibly make that happen.
No, because AD wants to be the main guy.
Yeah. Actually, one thing that I did hear too, because I think AD is a free agent either this year or next year. I heard a rumor that that the Bulls are going to try to get him, but like in 2024, like they're not even going to try this year. They're just going to try to get him like on his way out. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't even know who Giannis could go to. That's the problem. I don't know who has the money for it. That would actually be a place where he'd go. Maybe New York.
New York would fumble that shit, like always. New York stays fumbling the bag, bro.
So here's what I'm seeing here. So first of all, here's the playoff standings in the East. You got Milwaukee number 1. Not sure how, because Toronto just kicked their ass last night. You got Milwaukee, Toronto, Boston, Miami, Indiana. Indiana being number 5 is interesting. Philly at 6, Brooklyn at 7. Brooklyn being this good without any of their star players is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And Orlando at 8. And Orlando's more than 4 games ahead, so they're probably not going to have that play-in game. In the West, you've got the Lakers, the Clippers, the Nuggets, Houston, OKC, okay, weird. OKC, Utah, then Dallas. Dallas is a sleeper place, actually, for Giannis, now that I think about it. Portland, and Memphis, and Phoenix. So Phoenix needs to win, and Memphis needs to lose in order for Phoenix to go to the playoffs. And then you got San Antonio, New Orleans, Sacramento. Fuck. Hey, you know who really needs a small forward, hasn't spent a ton of money, and loves having European players on their team? The Spurs. Giannis to the Spurs would be nuts.
That'd be a championship team again.
For sure. But we haven't. I'm surprised that we haven't heard more out of free agency, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a free agent next year. Okay, I thought it was 2020. No, wait, hold on. This would be the 2021 season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this summer would be... Oh, no, this would have been 2020 because, yeah. Okay. Holy shit. Players that will become free agents in 2021. LeBron James, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Shit. What if Kawhi and LeBron go to the same team?
I think Kawhi likes beating LeBron too much.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think any teams break up, really.
No. I think LeBron will sign back to the Lakers.
Me too.
Giannis might stay with the Bucks.
I think the only way that LeBron leaves is with, like, wherever his kid gets drafted. I think he's done moving around.
Yeah.
I think he's done. He's played for 3 teams. I think he's done moving around. I think that AD, he might go to Chicago. I can legit see him going to Chicago. Not now, but I can see him going to Chicago.
That'd be nice. Him in his Bulls jersey would be sick.
Oh, dude. I just hope he doesn't do us like Wade did, because Wade was supposed to retire in Chicago. They were talking about retiring his number, and then he got traded to the Cavs, and like it was a mess. Yeah, I Kawhi I can see staying. Paul George is a wild card though. He's from LA. Well, he's not from LA. He's from Palmdale. But the guys from LA County are staying in LA. I feel.
Mm-hmm.
The only one I'm really worried about, not worried, but like Giannis is the only dude that I'm like, you're kind of a wild card, bro. They're talking about him going to the Suns.
Who, Giannis?
Yeah.
I doubt that.
Devin Booker and Giannis would actually be fun, though.
That would be nice. I doubt it, though.
Yeah. I feel like you being a Suns fan and me being a Bulls fan, I feel like we're like, no, man, he could definitely go to the Bulls and win a chip. No, man, he could definitely win a chip with the Suns. We're like,
I don't think that'll happen. I don't think Giannis is enough. We need like a fucking super team. Because Ricky Rubio's not cutting it.
I think that you'd really have to decide of the quality of life versus having a ring. Because I think you have to... I think Miami might actually be the best place for him.
For who?
Giannis. Because they didn't spend a ton of money. I don't know what their free agency looks like, but like Jimmy Butler might be the guy, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they're saying the Lakers, which I don't know. Do you give up AD for Giannis?
No. No.
How in the hell are they going to get Giannis, LeBron, and AD on the same team?
How would that happen?
Who would you have to give up? Well, they did it with... They did it with Wade. No, because Wade, James, and Bosh. Unless you went over the soft cap. You would have to do some salary cap alchemy.
Yeah.
You'd have to pull so much out of your ass to go to the Lakers. Yeah, and that's the thing is that everyone's saying that he's going to stay with the Bucks or go to the Lakers, which I feel like those are the lazy ones. See, Miami Heat. And this guy's take is the Heat have a good shot at luring in Antetokounmpo. Great analysis, dude.
Yeah.
Great analysis.
Good shit.
That's what we're talking about. That's the kind of hard-hitting journalism that we come here for. Shout out to the one viewer that I know who that is. But talked a lot of shit today. We going back on Thursday? Running back on Thursday?
I'll let you know.
Cool.
I have plans that night.
Word.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The fight for COVID is still...
The fight for COVID.
Yo, I left my ass off when my mom said that.
The fight for COVID.
Hey, I'm thinking about getting those moccasins, those Fear of God ones. I just don't.
They're nice, bro.
Right, I just don't.
I like them.
Right, looking back, I really looked at them again. I was like, no, these are actually kind of fire.
Yeah.
You can do a lot with those.
You can do a lot.
Especially because I got a pair of light wash jeans now. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know the vibes. No, like there's a lot you can do with those. I was like, okay, these are actually kind of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just walk up like, hey, something light.
Some light.
Dumb as shit. All right, y'all, listen.
All right.
I'm out. I have an article I wrote last night that's gonna be coming up probably today or tomorrow. You got anything that you're trying to sell?
Reminicent.com, baby. That's all I got.
Or, since we're sticking with the topic of basketball, Reminiscent.com, baby. Toronto.
What it do, baby?
Giannis at Toronto would be kind of fun.
That'd be cool.
Yo, Giannis and Siakam? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I hope Toronto just becomes like, yo, you African? You playing here, dog.
Stupid.
It's like, yo, we got Serge Pascal. Like, who else? Yo, Bam Adebayo. Guess what? You're not playing in Miami anymore. Welcome to the North. Just like mad African dudes on Toronto. That'd be dope, actually.
That'd be cool.
But, all right, man. Listen, I'm out. Richie's out. Black Lives Matter. Arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. Fucking stuff.
And Elijah McClain.
Yo, okay. No. Let's take this a step further. Stop fucking doing cosplay as fucking black people on Twitter and shit. That shit's so fucking corny.
Who's doing what?
Okay, I was on a couple Instagram pages. A couple of them I kind of like too. And then you find out who runs them, and you're like, yo, there's been a bunch of times where you've been saying some shit. Like, one example is, I'm not gonna say their name because again, I kind of like him. Dude seems cool, but he seems a little comfortable sometimes. Like, he hasn't dropped anything. I'm just gonna show you who I'm talking about. There's a couple of y'all out here that kind of... This dude.
I don't know who that is.
All he does is, like, NBA players, like, fits and shit.
Oh, okay.
Okay? But the way that he talks sometimes is, like... And it's not even... It's him and people on his... Like, hoodie on low, but I stay focused. Support your homies. And then I was like, yo, who the fuck is this dude who's talking like this? And when you see him, there's a picture where this dude was talking shit about him, and it was funny. I said something about him that was kind of funny. Yeah, because this dude was like, yo, who runs this shit? And then you see him, and it's fucking this guy.
Of course.
And it's like, yo, there's I don't know how, but y'all really out here gentrifying sneakers and fashions and hip hop. Like, stop that shit. Stop acting a certain way on Twitter. Stop. I don't ever want to see some fucking high school kid from fucking North Dakota talking about, y'all really be like, yo, shut the fuck up.
You don't talk like that, bro. Fuck. It's just like me after I came back from New York. I thought I had a New York accent. Not true. Not true. I don't have a New York accent.
And like, even if it was something where like, yo, I just picked this up. I
picked up the lingo for sure.
Yeah,
I picked up the lingo.
But when I was in Virginia, I picked that shit up. Like, there's a bunch of shit that I never used to say, but like living in the South, I went from Georgia to Virginia.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on, man.
You're gonna pick up the lingo.
Yeah, and being in Hawaii, there's shit that I picked up. But yo, I don't want to hear anybody. Yo, y'all really be tripping out here about these kicks. Shut the fuck up, Isaac.
You
get the fuck
Isaiah.
out of here, man. If you don't get the fuck out of here, I hate that shit. Stop doing that shit, man. It's so fucking corny. It is so lame.
Cornballs.
You know how whack it is that I've had to unfollow hip hop sites because I'm like, yo, nobody here is black.
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing? And like, because here's the thing. Here's why that bothers me so much. Is because you guys will, like, white people in hip hop don't realize that they're not supporting black people in hip hop. They don't think about it. Mm-hmm. Like, they don't realize that, like, they'll buy Fear of God without listening to what Jerry Lorenzo's saying.
Yeah.
And it's like,
they'll buy Fear of God, but they don't believe in God.
And it's not like, but like Jerry Lorenzo, the reason why he does a lot of these things, and the reason why a lot of these like Black Lives Matters hoodies, and like the reason why a lot of these things are popping is not because of they're popping. Like, what pissed me off, what actually kind of sent me over the edge was like the WNBA hoodie. Did you see that? A bunch of players were wearing an orange hoodie.
Yeah,
and it's a sick hoodie. It
is.
looks good. The colors pop and everything. it turned into like a StockX marketing thing, and it's like, hold the fuck on. Y'all were talking shit about the WNBA on a podcast 3 days ago, saying how nobody watches it, how they need to get rid of it, and now because LeBron showed up to the bubble wearing it, now you're out here like, hold on, because like I watched the WNBA, like I played WNBA mode on 2K, and I was like, this isn't enough. How come we can't have him in my player? I play the shit out of WNBA in my player.
Dude, I love playing with Liz Cambridge. That's my girl, dog.
Yo, I had to stop playing with the Mercury.
Dropped like 30 fucking points on her just with her, bro. In the paint, I was going in.
Like it's nuts playing with the Mercury because I'm like, yo, this team can't lose.
Nah, they can't.
Like, yo, you got who on this team? You got fucking Skylar, and you got, and this is the thing that bugs me about Phoenix. If I'm Phoenix, I'm not promoting anybody who's not winning. Like, why in the fuck do we care about the Cardinals when you've got like the arena football team? And I get it, it's arena football, I understand. You should be seeing banners and billboards though, because like they've won 10 straight championships.
Yeah.
And the Phoenix Mercury are like the most successful team in WNBA history besides the Sparks. Why are we not talking? How come everywhere I go I see billboards for the Cardinals who have like who's their star? Larry Fitz? Kyler Murray? Like, that's it. Like, why am I seeing billboards for them? I'm not seeing billboards for people that, like... That's the difference between here and Portland. Because Portland is like, yo, here's our soccer team. The soccer team that's here, the Phoenix Rising, which is a great name. Dog, they have dollar beer nights every home game on Fridays. And they've won every single one for the past, 3 years. How come I didn't know that until I moved to Tempe? How is that not huge all throughout the valley?
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest difference is that, you see these places that they don't support what they have in at home. Like, they really want to be like, no, we're the Cardinals here. Like, they went to 1 Super Bowl since they've been in Arizona. Meanwhile, you've got the Suns have been good for a while, off and on. Like the '90s Suns, with Barkley. Then you had the mid 2000s Suns. Like, they've hit
my favorite Suns was the mid.
Yeah, the 7 seconds or less Suns. Like, yo, you had a thing there. Like, the Coyotes are a good team.
Yeah.
But we never see anything about them. They just want to be the fucking...
Arizona wants the Cardinals to be champions so bad. But they suck.
I really, really think that Arizona wants to be Texas.
Yeah.
I really think Arizona wants to be
Texas. With their football team, yeah.
Just in general, just the whole vibe, like you were saying, I don't think they want to be... I think they want to be
like LA or anything.
Yeah, I think they want to be the Old West. I think they want to be, we got outlaws out here. And it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Mm-hmm. You guys got guys that wear monster hats backwards and drive trucks. Not even in the desert. On paved roads. On roads that happen to be on, dirt. That's it. They're still roads. I don't know, man. I think that's the thing, though. I think Arizona just really, really wants to be, this cowboy place. And it's dog, your women's basketball team is the most successful sport in the state. Just stop trying to do all this fucking shit. Because, I was in Tucson. I go to Tucson a lot. And, dog, they have a crazy art scene out there. The art scene out there is nuts, and it's because, they embrace what they have. But, I don't know. I'm just talking shit now.
It's all good.
So, alright, man. You got anything else you trying to push, Reminiscent?
Just Reminiscent, man. Reminiscent.com. Official Reminiscent on Instagram, or Reminiscent Richie.
I gotta talk to Joe, because I need to find a studio. I want to record with Joe. Because Joe seems excited. Every time I talk to him, he's excited. You know what was actually super dope about Joe? I posted a picture with him.
Joe hit me up today.
Sailor?
Yeah.
I gotta talk to him. We got a link. We got to link up. But
we should have him on the pod. He lives down the fucking street, dude.
Yeah. I'll text him for maybe Thursday. We'll talk about Thursday. But
yeah, after I'll tell you why I can't.
Yeah. But probably Tuesday. Yeah. Probably Tuesday.
All right.
All right, guys. Be good. Be safe.
Black Lives Matter.
Black lives always matter.
Peace.
Yeah, I don't have any jokes later.
Nah, yeah.